There's something magical happening in our state. Hospitals, construction companies, businesses that are typically in competition with each other are setting that aside, and they're linking arms to work together to build a medical camp outside of Fairfield, all to serve children and families from across the state. The children's cancer charity, Camp Rainbow Gold, is spearheading the project, and joining us to talk all about it is Lonnie Levitt-Barker and one of the camp's biggest supporters and cheerleaders, Rob Studebaker from Treasure Valley Subaru. I want to start first by sharing a little bit about Camp Rainbow Gold. I know it's been around for about 40 years now. Also, camp season's about ready to start too, right?
It is. We actually just wrapped up our family camp a couple days ago. So yes,
Okay.
our spring family camp, and our children's cancer camps start in a couple weeks in June.
That's super exciting.
And then it gets crazy.
Yes,
and there
right.
on out.
Yeah, super busy. Let's talk about Hidden Paradise. This is so exciting. This is a camp that you're building, right?
It is. Camp Rainbow Gold is spearheading it because we needed a home.
Yeah.
For years, we leased around the state, and we ran out of room. We were turning away 50 to 60 children and families every season. There's nothing in the state designed for a child in a wheelchair or a veteran or an adult. And so we would build out camps, put ramps in and handheld, bars for kids and handheld showers, and then we would take it all down and store it just to try to make it safe for the kids. So we purchased in 2019 172 acres, and we started building Idaho's only medically accessible adaptive camp. And when word got out, all these other nonprofits came to us and said, please let us be a part of this. We have the same needs.
Absolutely. This is so amazing. Lonnie, very transparently, I've had the pleasure of talking with you since 2019, heard about the excitement behind this, and it's so amazing and exciting to finally see this all come to fruition, everyone being able to benefit. Rob, we know Treasure Valley Subaru loves to support and be a part of a number of charities in our community. What about Camp Rainbow Gold, though, in particular, that got you excited and really got your attention?
Yeah, specifically, I mean, they're telling a great story, and they're taking care of some kids, and,
yes.
and we want to support the youngsters, with cancer. And so through Subaru's Love Promise, Treasure Valley Subaru is supporting Camp Rainbow Gold and trying to care for the youngsters that have cancer. And you could tell, I mean, this is a great facility up there.
Super exciting, as mentioned before, first of its kind in our state. So an amazing opportunity. Let's talk about Camp Rainbow Gold and the impact that it has on these kids and their families.
Well, I'm a family.
Yes.
My son was diagnosed at 2, and that's how we were exposed to camp. And my kids equate it with Christmas. They just love it. It's been life-changing. One of the camps we run is just for siblings. And when you have a child with cancer and you're so focused on keeping them alive, the other kids kind of go like this. And so for our girls to be able to go to siblings camp, it was life-changing. We had an event last week. There was a 10-year-old boy at this event, and he had a tumor behind his eye, and so his eyes is a little deformed now. And he told this organization we were talking to last week that everywhere he goes, somebody asks him about his eye. What happened? Why does your eye look so funny? What's wrong with your eye? And he said it gets so annoying, but he gets to go to camp and nobody cares. Nobody asks him about it. He just fits in. He's with the other kids, and they're just there to have fun and be kids. And that's what camp means to these kids.
Tell us about the support that you're seeing from the community.
Well, Rob's been tremendous for us. The entire community has stepped up as we've remodeled this camp. It was built in the late 70s and 80s, and frankly, it was it was very rough. So we've remodeled most of the buildings, but there's been a lot of new buildings. We've had builders in our community that have stepped forward and built for us 6 ADA cabins, ground up. All we had to do were bring the bunk beds. Wow. And those are ready for the kids in a couple weeks. We have another builder coming forward that's going to build another 6 cabins for us. Big nonprofit projects of this size typically see 4 to 6% in-kind donations. We are seeing well over 50% because it's impacting so many kids from so many different organizations.
Absolutely. I'm getting goosebumps. My heart is swelling.
So
this is the kind of news we want to hear, right? People coming together to make a positive difference, especially in the lives of those who need it the most. Okay, so tell our viewers, speaking of making a difference, tell our viewers how they can also get involved and donate to Camp Rainbow Gold. How can they?
You know, there's all different kinds of ways to help us out. We're always needing volunteers, as are a number of these other organizations holding camps on site. But you do have to pass a background check.
Okay.
You do have to go through some training, so it's a commitment. But there's lots of ways to donate, lots of ways to volunteer. Right now, we're trying to raise money to finish off a children's adaptable, accessible playground and 2 sports courts.
Ooh, yeah.
We're almost there, but we're just trying to get that last bit of cash so we can get it ordered and built this summer.
Okay, and Rob, where can people go so they can make those donations and also learn more about Treasure Valley Subaru?
Yep, we'll have a link at treasurevalleysubaru.com for Camp Rainbow Gold. Let's get them some money and let's keep this going.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.